Did you know, depending on how Virgo you are, Virgos can switch off and disconnect to people very quickly. And that's more to do with how the energy of Virgo dictates a lot of who you are as opposed to you dictating your life. A lot of people fall into the trap of understanding or rather becoming their zodiac placement and the energy that this zodiac placement defines in your mind, your body, your relationship with thoughts, your relationship with speaking, your relationship with how you communicate emotions, your relationship with your eating, etc. So, with Virgo, depending on how Virgo you are, once again, if you've got a strong stellium, then Mercury rules just about most of your life. And if you've got like a Virgo placement in your Mercury planet in your moon, and especially in your sun, then it's going to be very hard to understand life outside of what you think life must be. You're going to be controlled by Mercury. You're not in charge of your own life at all. Your disposition to life will always be leaning to one side, and you will call that normal, like the alcoholic who calls drinking on a Sunday normal. You have the same problem, which is I'm connected more towards the masculine than the feminine, and different upbringings dictate the contextual identity of many of you. So, I, as a mystic, not as an astrologer, I like sitting back and observing how people have this inward battle within themselves between what dictates their reality through what they perceive in their thinking. With Virgos, this is their thinking, and what is reality. Now, the closest you come to finding out your free will, if you want to put it that way, as opposed to your determinism in what I'm speaking about, is when you rest, Virgo, when you listen, Virgo. I don't know if you noticed, but like when you out here having that flippin' dark chocolate at 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night, you a self-proclaimed insomniac, which is not actually the case. You think you can't meditate, which is actually not the case. You are phenomenal at meditation. You're great at sleep. You flippin' love sleep, Virgo. But that's the human that would enjoy that. But for as long as Mercury rules you, you are stuck in your masculine, which means you are stuck in one form of living, one form of thinking, one form of eating, and one form of life. That time we are rainbows, and we different spectrums of different color, but you just want to be one area, or you convinced that you are one type of person and that's it. So when Mercury or Virgo has such a strong definitive placement in your energy, when it comes to arguments, cutting things off, or doing things without empathy, which is essentially cutting your stomach out and just working through your mind, you guys will do that very easily. Switch the stomach off, just work with the mind. That's how you execute. That's how you become the business leaders that you are. That's how you move up the corporate channel. That's how you start. Just, I'm secured, I'm ready, I'm prepared, I'm well learned, I'm well versed. I can do that. Even when you come to the boot camp, you guys are going to join the boot camp. I know exactly what type of energy you're going to come with. You're going to want to execute everything each week, each time. You're going to choose what you want to do, choose what you don't want to do, but you're going to come with a certain predictability. And I'm going to look at you and be like, that's Mercury, that's not you. When are you coming out? And I'll say the closest you get to that is when you're eating your dark chocolate and you're listening to your podcast, or you're learning about something, or you're educating yourself about something. That energy, forget what you're trying to learn, just the energy of homeostasis that you are provoking. That is essentially what we want, but we want to extend that. So we don't just use it when you're learning. We want to use it when you're going out in life, and we want to get out of the it's like an automation to go to the mind, automation to go to the masculine. I'm not saying the masculine and the mind is wrong. I just don't like when Virgos associate with reality and then they get stuck there. And they say, no, this is who I am. And I'm like, you bullshitting yourself. But wait until 55, wait until 55, wait until the divorce, wait until life humbles you. And you mustn't take it personal when life humbles you, even though you want to take it personal, because it's actually helping you. But because you're not used to being vulnerable, because you're not used to having a divine masculine energy, because you're not used to disengaging the mind and fully falling into the stomach completely and feeling, it won't be easy for you because that's why you were born with this karmic energy. Now, I know this because I'm a mystic. I'm not an astrologer. Don't ask me about no bullshit about, oh, are you tropical? Are you Vedic? I am what I am. And I like sharing what I observe because I am what I am. And if this resonates with you, then I look forward to the comments, and hopefully it sparks going into 2025 a different way of viewing things. The more you listen to this, Virgo, I know you're going to listen to it a couple of times, you're going to digest this. It might even cause this word that Virgos love so much, cognitive dissonance. Watch the Virgos, stop the video, go straight to Google, your favorite friend, and try and figure out what the hell cognitive dissonance is. But this is essentially what happens when one side thinks it's more important than the other. It's like saying, I have all the energy for my hair and I care for my hair, but your toes look like shit, bloody look like Cheetos, knickknacks. And I'm like, you see, you can't neglect the stomach and not entertain the mind. The stomach is the main frame, not this. But if you were born with that Virgo stellium, that's your karma, to learn outside of the kind of like the easiness to go to the thoughts, the easiness to go to the mind. You gotta, there's more to it. And as a Virgo, that's exactly why you were given this reality, this placement. You guys love sorting things out, figuring out clues, putting things together. So I'm saying there's one big jigsaw going on, and I'm trying to nudge you, trying to say there's more. Get out of your thoughts, get out of the masculine, get into the feminine, and don't just use the excuses of negativity as a reason why you don't want to do it again. I had one bad experience with eating something. It doesn't mean I'm going to stop eating that. I had one bad banana. I'm not going to stop eating bananas. I had one rotten pear. I'm not going to stop eating pears. So you can't become exaggerated and polarized in saying, oh, the time I was vulnerable, I was heartbroken. Everyone gets heartbroken. You can't. This is exactly why I say we need to toughen up, not toughen up, but we need to care for your sensitivity, because you don't know how sensitive you are. And therefore, you will always be a victim to any time someone suggests feminine energy, and you will always use history and experiences of something that's already finished. You'll say, no, because I experienced this in the past, I'm never doing it again. I'm like, that's some bullshit. But again, 45 and 55 is the humbling years of a Virgo. Wait and see if you think I'm lying. I'm not here to try and make your life worse. I'm using this beautiful platform to connect to as many Virgos as possible, especially if it is strongly Virgo in your natal chart. Because if this is the case, then I just want you to have balance. That's it. Have a choice before the determinism takes over each day you wake up in 2025, and just see what it's like. You lose absolutely nothing. In a reading, you can figure this out if you book a reading, or you can join the bootcamp happening in July 2025. But outside of that, I just want you to feel what is being said here. And then sit back, listen to this a couple of times, watch this again. When you listen to it, take down notes and see whether it shows up. All right? If you're not a Virgo, send this to a Virgo. And if you're not a Virgo, hopefully this helps you understand your Virgo wife, your Virgo husband, your Virgo children. Like I said, they can come across as apathetic at times, very engaged in the mental, but don't take it personal. Go beyond that. Just sit back and be like, okay, they're being Virgo. You can't force with a Virgo. You can't push. You gotta give them time. Time is the best thing you can offer a Virgo. Don't ever rush Virgo. They're already quick as it is. You must relax. Trust me, ask the Virgos. They know what I'm talking about.